The Flesh-Eating Fly War: How Humans Are Winning with Trojan Horse 2.0. For centuries, humanity has been locked in a desperate war, a brutal, unseen struggle against an enemy unlike any other. Not soldiers, not machines, but zombie makers, the screwworm flies. These tiny horrors don't just kill, they hijack the living, laying their eggs in the flesh of animals and humans alike, turning them into shambling husks as their larvae devour them from within. Since the 1800s, they've ravaged our herds, crippled our economies, and haunted our nightmares. But we fought back. Welcome to Dummit Down, where we cut the jargon, keep it snappy, and make big ideas simple. If you're into wild science stories like this, hit subscribe so our next video flies right to you. Say hello to Cochliomaia hominivirax, the screwworm fly, a name that translates to man-eater. These aren't your average pests. They hunt for any open wound on warm-blooded creatures, cows, deer, even humans, and turn it into a living nursery. Their eggs hatch into larvae that feast on flesh, growing fatter as their host rots alive. In the 1950s, human ingenuity struck a decisive blow. Scientists unleashed a secret weapon, Trojan horse style. Human defenders in the form of scientists introduced an army of barren males, engineered to seduce the enemy's females into a fruitless dance of death. The idea was to keep the insects shooting blanks when they mated, halting their population growth and carnage. By the 1960s, we'd won. The screwworm was eradicated from the United States, a victory forged in labs and fields. For a moment, the war seemed over. But the zombie makers never surrendered. They've been plotting their return, clawing at our defenses. In 2016, they stormed the Florida Keys, a gruesome resurgence. In 2023, they shattered our Panama barrier, surging through Central America with a vengeance, their numbers exploding from dozens to thousands. This war has raged for generations, and now it's flaring hotter than ever. Today, we fight on, armed with science and grit. This isn't just about cattle or cash, it's about humanity's stand against nature's undead legions. The zombie makers are back, and they're hungry. But we've got a trick up our sleeve, and we're not backing down. In the 1800s, as America's cattle industry boomed, screwworms became a plague. Herds collapsed, ranchers went bankrupt, and pesticides couldn't touch them. It was a slaughter, and we were losing. Then came the sterile insect technique, SIT for short. It's a masterstroke of sabotage. Female screwworms mate just once, so scientists cooked up a plan. Flood the wild with sterile males. These lab-bred suitors are zapped with radiation, enough to fry their fertility, but not their charm. When wild females fall for them, they leave behind no larvae, no legacy, just failure. It's a Trojan horse invasion, a mating trap that strangles the enemy's numbers with every failed romance. The plan worked. In the 1950s, a test on Curaçao wiped screwworms out in weeks. The U.S. followed, declaring victory by 1966. Mexico fell in line by 1991, and Central America was secured by the 2000s. To hold the line, we built a wall of flesh in Panama. 20 million sterile flies dropped weekly to choke the enemy's advance. That's more than the population of New York, except every one of them is here to seduce and sabotage. Planes deploy them in a relentless air campaign, while teams on the ground hunt for infestations. The U.S. and Mexico have thrown in over $100 million to rebuild the barrier. It's war by attrition, and we're all in. This isn't just about screwworms. SIT could take down mosquitoes, fruit flies, any pest that dares us. Scientists are already dreaming up SIT 2.0, with gene edits to make it even deadlier. Win here, and we rewrite the rules of nature's game. This is humanity's strangest war, fought with seduction, not swords. We're holding the line, but the zombie makers are still out there. Loved this tale? Share it. Want more battles with nature? Like and subscribe. The fight's not over, and neither are we.